Welcome to the product presentation of the all-new Strong Primary Espresso Machine. My name is Todd Millar. I'm the owner of the original Espresso Machine Company, aka EspressoOnline.com. We've had the Strong Primary out for a number of years, and it's been a very good machine, very reliable. However, we have a new model, and this new model has got some important features that I think you guys would like to know about. Starting off, what the features that I get really excited about would be the height of the groups. So we went from a 16 ounce to a 20 ounce. And what that means is, if I place a cup directly underneath the actual head, I get the ability to put a larger cup. The larger the cup, the better it is for ease of use and a little quicker when you're producing coffees in a fast-paced, cafe or drive-through environment. So you get a higher group, and the higher group really does lend itself towards a 20-ounce cup. We used to do a 16-ounce cup. Now we're doing a 20-ounce cup, which does help. Makes it a little quicker for you. Another feature that's really nice is the Primary still employs the steam levers for turning the steam on, although the upgrade that we've made has gone to a all direction. So any direction you put it is going to actually turn the steam on, engage the steam, or turn the steam off, which is nice. The other feature that I really like is the hot water spigot has a regulatory system that keeps the temperature of the hot water just right. In fact, the same exact temperature as the heads, which is nice. It goes through a heat exchanger. We also have employed on the new Strong Primary new steam wand tips, which are definitely new steam wand tips that are definitely a little bit better. What the new steam wand tips do is they make a microfoam, which is a more velvety foam, which we really like when we're making our cappuccinos and even lattes if you like a little foam on your latte. It's an all stainless steel steam wand, which is nice. So for cleanup, all you gotta do is really hit it with a Scotch-Brite pad. You can soak them, even if you scrape them, there's no chrome to come off, unlike some of the other models of machines out there. They are solid stainless, which is nice. They've got a rubber grip. The rubber grip is nice because the rubber grip does give you a heat protection, so you don't burn your hands, which I really love. Another feature that they just came out with on the new Strong Primary is all the machines come standard with this new style of handle. The old style of handles in almost all machines employ a double spout or a single spout handle. What they've done new is they've got a new handle that basically is a bottomless portafilter handle. And the bottomless portafilter handle does make a little bit of a height, gives you a little bit more height, increases your height. But also what's nice and what's important about it is nothing touches the actual coffee. So when the coffee comes out of the spouts, it's actually not touching any spouts or any metal. And some people believe that oxidization and some of the does affect the espresso. Some believe that it does affect the espresso and make it a little bit better cup of coffee, which is nice. So, and I really like the bottomless. It is also kind of cool to look at while it's pouring out. And it increases your height. We've also got a real neat feature on this machine. We went from a 4,000 watt to a 6,000 watt. So now the Strong Primary has a full 6,000 watts in the boiler. And what that means is you're going to end up with a much larger volume of steam. It's going to recover quicker. So in a real important environment, when you're in a real heavy-duty environment, when you're really putting out the drinks, it is nice to have the higher wattage, which I really like. The higher wattage is really nice. Also, we put a new detail on our cup rail. The cup rail's it's just a little kind of a futuristic look, which I really thought was a great improvement. The all stainless steel construction is really nice for cleanup. There's no plastic, unlike most of the machines these days are made out of plastic. All the Strong Primaries are made with 100% stainless steel, which is definitely for cleanup and for down the road as the machine ages. It's still going to look good. And again, a Scotch-Brite pad, you can clean up most things on stainless steel. We're going to show you some of the features inside the machine. So I'll open the machine up and then we'll look inside. The Strong Primary also is very easy to get into. You'll notice inside the machine, the boiler is very nice looking. It's got a nickel plating all throughout the inside and outside the boiler. And what that does is it reduces corrosion, and makes it easier to clean. If you ever get any mineral buildup in the machine, it does reduce that. We also have got a double probe system, and you might want to kind of get into here to see this. There's a single probe, and this is your water fill probe, and that's all this is simply a water filling system. It senses the water in the boiler. It's also got a second probe, and the second probe, what that does is it gives the machine the ability to sense if the first probe has failed. So it's a backup system, it's a redundant system. It's got a full-size pressure stat, which is your pressure regulatory system. So it doesn't use an inexpensive small one like some machines have gone to. Of course, all the solenoids are all Parker solenoids. What we've got here is an E61 style head. This is a modified head. They're made in Italy. They're a full-size head. The E61 head is probably one of the best heads on the market. And what we've done is we've modified the head. We've poured it and polished it, opened it up a little bit. What's nice about that is you get a much better flow of water, much more even temperature. So this is really a big improvement on even the traditional E61 head, which we all really like. The other thing about the machine is you can see, if you look inside the machine here, very easy to work on. Everything is easy to get to, easy to access. Again, they use a lot of stainless steel, and again, we use all the best possible solenoid valves and the best pressure switches. The steam valves are very easy to get to. They come right off these brackets for servicing. Touchpads, very easy to work on the touchpads. And one thing I didn't talk about, the other is, we use automatic touchpads on our machines as well. Constant pour. You got 4 different selections for whichever drink you want. We're going to go ahead and pull the side panel off. I'll show you how easy the side panel is to pull off. And all it is, and you can see here, all I got to do is pull this up. Again, this is a really neat feature for servicing. It doesn't take a whole lot of tools to take this machine apart. So we'll take this part off. You can see in the side here, we're using a full-size rotary vane pump with a full-size motor. And everything is, you'll notice, even the wire harness and everything is wrapped. They try to wrap everything just to protect it from heat. Heat is the biggest enemy with espresso machines. These are, in a very harsh environment. They can get up to 250 to 300 degrees built-up temperature inside the machines. And what's nice is they do try to protect that. Let's go around to the other side, and I'll show you the heating element. And again, real easy to pull these panels off. They just come right off. There's no effort, no tools needed. And you'll see here, this is the heating element system. This is the 6,000 watt heating element. This is a real powerhouse. This thing will really put out the steam production. Again, nickel plating, contactor. They use a full-size contactor, and what that does is it takes a load off the switches, which again protects things. So this machine really is built well. You're going to see a lot. You won't see a lot of these features in a lot of machines out there. And we really like it. I think that in the long run, the years and years in time will tell for sure on how long these machines will last. And the strong machines, I believe, will outlast most, just because of the quality components that do go into it.